Bad to Fit, day 151, ladies and gentlemen. I have a crazy announcement to make. Today, I use sunscreen. What? Guys, I used sunscreen today. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I finally rediscovered sunscreen. Once every year or once every other year, I have kind of a stupid person moment where I don't wear sunscreen and I burn myself really bad. And then after that, I'm like, okay, let me start using sunscreen for the remainder of this summer. So I will be using sunscreen for the foreseeable future until probably next year when I do something like this to myself again. But for this year, 25 is concerned, we got probably the sunburn out of the way, so we got that done early this year, so that's pretty cool. Today I wore sunscreen, which is insane, very unlike me. I did it to run 3 miles, so I did a 3-mile run today. I did it in 33 minutes and 31 seconds. Definitely not my best time. I used to have way better times than that. It was quite a difficult run. I actually did some walking. It was very hot outside. I also didn't bring water with me, which was a mistake. But basically, it was a very difficult run. I think I've lost a lot of the conditioning in my lungs, so it might be a little bit of an uphill battle getting back into the same runs that we used to do. But we will be doing a lot more cardio. Like I said, 2 runs a week, 2 lifts a week. So we're going to be doing all that. Tomorrow I will lift, and I'll talk about that later. But as for a few other things, I also think I am sick, unfortunately. I'm not going to let that impact my exercise. I'm going to continue exercising, but I think I am sick. I've had a sore throat the last day, and I've been coughing a bunch of crap up. It's really disgusting. I won't get into the details, but it's nasty. I am definitely sick, so that sucks. But as long as it's just a sore throat, like I don't really care. A little bit of congestion, I'll be fine. But whatever. It might make it a little bit harder for me to project my voice. But I already have enough difficulty with that as it is. Okay, so I weighed in this morning at 180.0 pounds, which is a 1.2 pounds down from yesterday. It's the same weight as the day before yesterday, so haven't really been making that much progress the past few days, but at least we haven't been gaining, and I know I've been doing everything right. It's just a weight fluctuation. It happens. Stay in the course, guys. We will be at 178.0 soon. I really think it'll be in the next few days. I'm going to keep doing, what I'm doing. No cheating, none of that crap, no more cheat days, at least for a long time. I really want to be making some serious progress again. So hopefully we'll hit that in the next few days. We're only 2 pounds off again. Sorry, my throat is very sore. I had 7 hours and 45 minutes worth of sleep last night. I had 5 grams of creatine as always. I had 1 gallon of water yesterday. I've had probably 3/4 of it today, so we'll probably finish that off soon. I did my 3-mile run. It was difficult, honestly, a lot harder than I expected it to be, actually. I had 1,530 calories worth of food today with 151 grams of protein, much more than recently. I have been hovering around probably the 80s and 90s as far as protein is concerned recently, as many grams a day, maybe sometimes even less. 151 grams of protein is very good. I want to keep that up. I want to keep at least like above 140 pretty consistently. That is definitely my goal. I really want that to be, at least 120 minimum. Like, we got to have that at least as an average, but I really want to keep that up. Today's 19 of the streak, by the way. Tomorrow we're going to hit the 20s. I can't wait for that. That's going to be really cool. Today has actually more than double the last streak record. The last streak record was 9 days in a row, so we have over doubled that now with 19 days, so that's pretty cool. Here's what I had to eat today. I had some crackers, 190 calories, 4 grams of protein. I had some grilled chicken, 590 calories with 61 grams of protein. I had some yogurt, 320 calories worth of food with 46 grams of protein. And I had some chili, which was 430 calories, 40 grams of protein. All in all, today I had 1,530 calories with 151 grams of protein. Day 19 of the streak, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, the rules for the streak are no less than 1,200 calories, no more than 1,600 calories, including protein, not including protein shakes, excuse me. Tomorrow I will be doing some overhead press, I'll be doing some bench press, and I will be doing some chin-ups. I also bought some chicken. I'm going to be cooking that so that hopefully that'll be able to keep our protein intake up. Chicken is always kind of a hard carry when it comes to protein intake. It always comes in clutch with the protein intake, so that's going to help us a lot for sure. As for media I've consumed recently, I've been playing all kinds of Pokemon Go still. I've been walking around less, and I've been using my car a bit more because I don't want to be out in the sun because it sucks, so I've been doing more of that. I refunded Persona 5 also. I didn't really enjoy the game. It wasn't very good. Luckily, it was under 2 hours, so I could refund it, so I'm very happy with that. I got my money back. Woo! I have a million other things I would rather do than play like a 100-hour, text card game, to be honest. No offense to the fans of that franchise. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but I gave it a chance. I didn't like it. But what else? I think that's about it for today. My sunburn doesn't feel nearly as bad, although I think a lot of the skin is starting to kind of bubble up. There's a HD view of my skin, definitely around like the tops of my deltoids. They're starting to get pretty messed up. I mean, they've all been it's been really sensitive, but I mean like the skin texture is changing to where it used to be like very smooth. Even though it hurt, now it's like bubbling up quite a bit. Oh wow, that's a lot more. Oh, I hadn't seen that until just now. I assume that's probably going to start peeling up pretty soon, so that will happen. I will give you guys updates. Look at that. That's kind of weird. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow. The fat joke of the day is this, okay? If someone calls you fat, just ignore them. You're bigger than that. Thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow for day 158. I moved my head out of the way so I could see what day it was. Thank you for watching.